Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Sorry to hear that, sir. That was the outcome.
That was a sick burn,
That's
sir.
a rough hand to be dealt. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh?
Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Xingfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Xingfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move this statue immediately, then drop this man down again, and see if he dies.
Hold on.
Alright, here we go. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now. Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Oh, go on.
Go on, Freaky Fred.
After moving the Aleph Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. Ooh, my favorite.
I see. There was a reaction to the luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot. Thank you, forensics Fred.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It's on the floor.
No.
It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that? Let's see.
With a big napkin.
Try this Borginian
With
cloth.
a big old napkin
big
shaped like a
old
Bulgarian
paper
cloth.
towel.
Take that. The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Xingfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Xingfa?
There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt.
Oh, but it's not mine.
If the murder occurred before he landed in Xingfa, then this becomes highly suspect.
Which testimony?
It's been a while, so I don't.
Oh god. Do we have any testimonies?
No,
wait, what'd she say?
He was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
After Xingfa? Oh, that's not right. Because if he was dead before Xingfa, then he couldn't have been in his seat.
Recall Ms. Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Xingfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in a seat at 5 a.m., you know. He was definitely there. And
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
So alive? That totally contradicts the facts, sir.
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Ms. Meal herself.
I don't want to talk to her. I don't like her.
I'm not the biggest
she's
fan
annoying.
either, but... I mean...
I think she smokes a lot of weed or something. She's always like, hey, I'm high or something.
Well, if she says, hey, I'm high, then I suppose.
That's like her catchphrase.
Hey, I'm high. I'm just sort of high.
I just smoke
I love to smoke weed.
a lot of weed.
I would just...
Hi guys, I'm high.
Did you like my joke?
Guess how much weed I smoked? A
Ms.
lot.
Meal. Ms. Meal.
Huh? I'm high.
Do you recall what you said earlier about when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Xingfa?
Huh?
You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Xingfa.
Do you have any weed? Oh?
Ms. Camille.
Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did.
No one could make a mistake so large, Ms. Mio.
But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction.
Very well. Ms. Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Cool. It's fine. Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Ms. Meal, wake up! She fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her against a wall and slapping her. Oh, we gotta press there.
Oh, this?
No.
Oh.
Hold it!
I want to see what he says.
Ms. Meal, wake up!
I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant.
Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use?
No, that'd be mean. I don't just whip people.
That would be very cruel.
You can't just whip somebody. By yourself?
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Ms. Rhoda.
Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time?
Eating and then having a most delicious dream.
You mean you were neglecting your duties?
No way! Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Like this. Oh.
Finally awake, are we?
I've been awake this whole time. Oh, that's a big animation. I've been awake this whole time.
Oh, it's alright if you were sleeping, pal.
Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you and wake up.
Yeah! Yeah, hurry up and wake up, Miss Meal.
Enough with the clowning around. This is my show. This is my game, and I will resolve the contradictions as I see fit.
Probably a conversation.
It's probably a time thing, right?
Is there really 2 of these?
What? Yeah.
It literally does this. Oh wait, from 5 to 6, I was in the.
We didn't press this.
Oh, they're different ones. Okay.
Yeah. Hold it! So you were alone the entire time, were you?
Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi.
Or, I'm high, huh? Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi.
Oh, shit.
What should I do? Should I raise an objection?
I suppose we should.
Ms. Meal, there is a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony.
Huh?
Oh, I remember now.
What are you talking about?
It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room this whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Because of the... Because remember... Okay, so look at the suitcase receipt.
Oh, where's this at? 5:40 a.m.
Yeah, so remember she bought the suitcase and then she
Okay.
Take that! I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Ms. Meal.
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Ms. Tenero bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Ms. Tenero.
I'm not Ms. Oh, I'm here too, I guess.
Yeah.
Was she here this whole time?
I guess.
Okay. Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now.
I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Ms. Tenero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
How did I get here? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. I was in the bathroom washing my hands and just instantaneously. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Ms. Meal there at that time?
No.
So, Ms. Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Ms. Cammy Meal!
Huh? The bathroom?
I'll be the one to ask the questions here.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true.
But it's the truth. Cross my heart.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
No, you don't, bitch. You don't believe me, do you? But please, would you give me a chance and hear me out? I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do it right this time.
I'm gonna do it so good.
This is gonna be the best testimony anyone's ever done. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew, but you'd think then maybe you should also suspect Ms. Rhoda too. Have you done that yet? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious.
Please leave Ms. Tenero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
It's not fair. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Ms. Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Ms. Rhoda.
You couldn't be farther from the truth. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? You are barking up the wrong tree.
Never mind. But you want to know something? Ms. Rhoda actually kinda I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Also, do you know about him? Never mind.
I mean, look at him.
Everybody knows.
Now is not the time for this sort of talk.
Reason for suspicion.
Rebuttal.
Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew, but you'd think then maybe you should respect Rhoda too. She's the one
Right
in charge
here.
of the...
Press this.
Press it.
Hold it! And what are you in charge of, Ms. Meal?
I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count.
Oh, but I spend so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English, especially those who speak Borginian. She is the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What else could I have meant?
Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian.
She's fluent in Borginian. Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian?
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian.
Very interesting.
It is very interesting.
Very
You should ask more
interesting
questions
indeed.
about me. I'm a very interesting
Go
person.
back.
Oh wait, this is new, so this is probably something.
All I'm in
the
charge of are the
and some
instruments
of
and
the Borginian stuff.
Hold it!
What do you mean Borginian stuff?
So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff?
I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian. Cammy, I'm over here now. Cammy is the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ms. Meal, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork?
Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here.
So it would appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work. And, Ms. Meal, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else.
That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Ms. Rhoda is very
There you go, pushing everything onto her again.
I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh?
The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head.
Fuck you.
I thought that.
Rude. Yeah, but I can
Alright,
hear that.
so go back. Or not go back, go up to that
There's
Borginian
only one
part.
way to go. Yeah, I feel like it's probably a contradiction in here
And
somehow.
look, is it about the contract or the document? Like, what is it?
Let's see. Oh shit.
It's the... Not that.
Not
the,
that.
not that.
Autopsy.
This. Document in Borginian, says statue is loaded on board.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But statue is a fake.
I
Okay.
don't know if it's like a contradiction.
Right, but it's gonna...
relevant to her.
is there anything else to do with language here?
Let's see.
I don't think so. Well, he did just say to like, let's ask some more questions. So maybe try presenting that and see.
I think it will. Yeah. Wait, where is this?
The certificate.
Red.
Objection.
There we go.
So you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Borginia for a while.
If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Ms. Meal.
Rhoda speaks Borginian too.
I don't know. Everybody speaks Borginian.
The pilot speaks Borginian.
You speak Borginian. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Alif Red could not have occurred.
Don't point at me.
Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Edgeworth beat. Ooh.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. You got the bubbles out. This is what you get. You get the bubbles.
Ugh.
Maybe next time we'll get the bubbles.
Oh, you're gonna get the bubbles.
Aw.
We hooked on the bubbles.
I love bubbles. I do get hooked on bubbles.